Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. हरि ओम. In this Vedanta Shravana Sadhana Yagna, we have seen many topics from Viveka Chudamani, Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha, and recently some chapters from Panchadashi, the texts on self, knowledge of the self and liberation through realization of the knowledge of the self. Now this Jeevanmuktanandalahari. Jeevan means life, Mukta means free, free while living. Ananda is expression of joy, expression of bliss. The waves of bliss of a Jeevan Mukta, the person who is free while living. It is sung in some 16 verses with very beautiful lilting music. Let us see few of them today, maybe 8 verses today, and in the next session, which will be either tomorrow or on Monday, we will see the remaining 8. So Jeevan Mukta Ananda Lahari. Jeevan is life, Mukta is freedom, Ananda is bliss, and Lahari is wave. This is written by Bhagavan Sri Adisankaracharya, a Jeevan Mukta Purusha himself, one who is free while living. What is freedom while living? You can compare it to, in terms of money, we can understand the language of money. What is freedom while living? In terms of wealth, the person has all the money. He's a very rich man, all the money. Anything that he wants is at his command. He has got all his desires fulfilled. He does not want anything for himself, his own. He desires to help the world, and he is helping the world as much as he can with all the money he has, and thereby he is giving away his money to the people. He is having enough for himself also, and his life is very happy. He does not want anything for himself. In the same way, in life, the currency is not money, the currency is life, life force, abundant life force. I know I have that abundant life force, and I share it with others, and I have enough and more for myself. So there is nothing but experience of bliss. When we share with others, we experience the bliss of others, and we have it for ourselves, so we don't have anything to worry about or think about. So that is the state of a Jeevan Mukta Purusha. In such a state, how does he behave? Basically, it is a person who has got no tamoguna because he has got the knowledge of the self. So there is no tamas in his mind. There is no delusion, there is no sorrow, there is no grief in the mind. Then his rajoguna, his activity is directed towards being in the truth or associating with people being in the truth at all times. And then there is a preponderance and an abundance of sattva guna in such a person. So how will that person be? Pure pauran pashyan nara yuvati namakriti mayan Suveshan Swarnalan Karana Kalitaschinna Satchitra Sadrishan Swayam Sakshi Drashtityapicha Kalayan Tai Saharaman Munir Navyamoham Bhajati Guru Diksha Kshatatama. So this Muni Manana Shilavan iti munihi, the one who is constantly contemplating on the truth, contemplating on the divine, contemplating on the self. Manana Shilavan. His quality, his day-to-day activity is mananam. He is reflecting on the truth that he has listened. Such a person is a muni. Na vyamoham bhajati. He does not have any delusion anymore. Why? Because Guru Diksha Kshatatamaha, his tamas or his thought that I am the body has been destroyed by the Guru. The Guru or the teacher, the master who is present in front of us, who guides us towards his knowledge with his words and with his knowledge of the self and with his own life, with his own lifestyle, he shows us how you are not the body, I am not the body. And so this Muni, his mind has completely been shattered of the notion that I am the body. And that notion has kept the mind very steady and in a state of ignorance at all times. That is gone now. His mind is free and he is very clear about who he really is. So such a person, how does he live life? Pure pauran pashyan. He is never deluded, even if he is in a city, observing everything, sporting with various people, enjoying with many people, men and women. They're all very well dressed. Suveshan, Swarnalankarana, Kalita. They're all playing many games. They're all entertaining themselves. They're all very happy. They're wearing a lot of gold ornaments and jewels. They're dressed very beautifully. But yet, he moves around all those people. He is not deluded anymore. Nothing in particular attracts his attention. He does not say, wow, this is so beautiful. Wow, I want that. Wow, I'm going to get that. I'm going to go after this person. I want this situation. I want this object. He is not deluded by anything. Pure pauran pashyanna yuvati namakriti mayan yuvati. Many young people also he sees. Who are they? Nama Akriti. They are just names and forms. Suveshan, Swarna Lankarana. Suveshan, they dressed up very beautifully, wearing lots of jewels. Kalitaha, Chitra Sadrishan. All of them are looking so beautiful, like beautiful paintings, like visual images, walkie-talkie images. Swayam Sakshi Drashteti Api. And he knows that he is the witness of all this, witness and participant makes two different things. They turn our life in different ways. When there is either something beautiful or something not so pleasant happening, when we are just a witness, the scene will pass away from our conscious mind. When we participate and we engaged, we lock ourselves in it and we get caught in that wheel of action, and we are also bound to get the results of the action. If we are just witnesses, no result will touch us. Being a witness means being very calm, being very quiet, being observant, not being judgmental, not taking sides, not praising somebody, not putting down somebody, not getting excited, not getting very angry, not getting upset, but just as you watch the beautiful Ganga sitting on the banks of the Ganga, you don't have anything to add to its beauty. You can't add, you can't subtract anything from that beautiful vision. You just watch. You are very blessed to be there, and nothing more there is to it. You love that opportunity and you are there. It is a beautiful memory in you. So that is the state of watching as a spectator and not participating. If you are saying I am a participant, you watch the Ganga. In one corner you see some garbage that is thrown there, and you get into the mode of saving the Ganga, and you go and participate in the Namami Gange plan, and your life takes a different turn of action. Nothing is good or bad. But if you want to be calm, if you want to know the self, then you have to be this way. If you want to be engaged in the world and take part in the actions of the world, then you have to go in that direction. But this is the Muni. He has participated in the world. He has done what he needs to do. And as a result of that, his mind is purified. His mind is clear. After the mind is purified, what to do? I have to focus on what I really need to do in this world. They say when you tidy up your home, when you tidy up your living space, when you clean up your living space, what is the use of that? The use of that is once you put everything in order, you have things only that you require, and you have given away or disposed all that you don't want, and your place is very neat, clean, tidy, beautiful, and well decorated, and you just sit down, your mind will automatically begin to focus on the job that you really need to do. In the same way, with Karma Yoga, when your mind is purified and when your mind is clean, that clean mind free of anger, anxiety, hatred, jealousy, desires, greed, want, delusion, grief, or excitement, entertainment, seeking after luxuries, all these desires are not there in the mind. It's a pure mind. In that pure mind, what is it that I need to do? When I focus in this manner, automatically the thought will move towards realization of the self. That is a task that is left to do in this world for everybody. After all the worldly duties are over, and after we have really worked it out by making our contribution in the world in some field or the other, what is left is to focus on the realization of the self. Swayam sakshi drashteti apicha kalayantaihi saharamanna. He remains aware of his own self as the seer, as the witness, and is engaging in action with the people of the world. What is the next thing? There are so many things. His life is a life of variety. He is not a person who is stuck with something, who is stuck with some thought, some idea? No. Vane vrikshan pashyan dalabhara bharan namra sushikhan घनच्छाया छन्नान बहुल कलकूजद द्विजगणान भजन घस्त्रे रात्रौ अवनितल तल्पैकशयनो मुनिर्नव्यामोहं भजति गुरु दीक्षा क्षततमाः. So that is the refrain. Munihi na vyamoham bhajati. What is moha? What is amoha? What is vyamoha? Moha is common delusion. Whether this is a bathing soap or a washing soap, a child will not know the difference. A child will think both are soap only. Sometimes they may take the washing soap to take for go to bathe, or bathing soap for washing clothes. So that is normal moha, is delusion about objects of this world. Then you have amoha, is delusion about what is good and bad. I don't know what is good, I don't know what is bad. Vyamoha is delusion about who I am and what I am not. Munir na vyamoham bhajati. The Muni does not have vyamoha. Vyamoha samharini. The hymn to Dakshinamurti Stotra, the refrain there is very beautiful. 1 minute. So, Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Nama Idam Shri Vyamoha Samharine. In one part in Dakshinamurti Shloka. Who is Dakshinamurti? Is the Guru who destroys that Visheshena Moha. Visheshena Amoha. Amoha means all my lifetime I am deluded about who I am and what I am not. I don't know the difference. So Munir na Vyamoham Bhajati. The Muni does not have moha or delusion about who he is, because Guru Diksha, the Guru has given him Diksha. Diksha means attention in a particular manner, using a particular ritual. The attention is set in motion for a long period of time, so that that disciple who has taken that gift of that attention of the Guru is also studying, focusing on the thoughts that the Guru thinks about the self. The knowledge that the Guru has about the self is endowed with the disciple also, and the disciple lives a life of contemplation. Vane vrikshan pashyanna. In the forest, he sees the trees. The trees are all bent with the weight of leaves. Dala, bhara, bharan, namra sushikana. The trees are bent with the weight of its leaves. Ghanachaya channana, bahula kalakujal, dvijaganana. Ghanachaya. He may go to a forest also. So wherever he goes, yatra yatra mano yati, tatra tatra samadhayaha. Wherever he goes, in a forest also, he sees the trees are bent with the weight of the leaves, the dense shade, where many birds are living. Dvijaganan. Bhajan gasre. And in the night, he sleeps. Bhajan gasre ratrau. He is just enjoying the beautiful music of the chirping of the birds, and then in the night time he just sleeps there. Avanitala talpaika shayanam. There is only one bed for him kept in that forest. And what is that bed? That bed is the earth. There is only one earth. So there is only one bed. Talpaika shayanam. And then he just relaxes. Munir na vyamoham bhajati. He is not afraid. He is not scared. He is not angry. He is not upset. He does not feel abandoned. He does not feel lonely. He does not have any kind of a traumatic feeling, no suffering at all. Munir na vyamoham bhajati. Why? Because he has got Guru Diksha. Guru Diksha is like an amulet of protection wherever we go. Wherever we go, we have the thought about the self with Diksha from the Guru. Gukaras tvandakarascha rukaraha tannivartate. Within us, we have a darkness. The darkness is caused by the presence of this body around the subtle body, in which there is a causal body or the qualities or gunas, and behind which is consciousness. This consciousness is I, but we are taking the coverings of the causal body, the subtle body, and the gross body to be I. And the main covering is a gross body. And as long as this gross body is there, this body thought will always remain. And Guru is the one with the Diksha. He breaks that body thought. Kshata tamaha. Kshata means it's broken. The body is not broken, but the thought that I am the body is gone with the Diksha of the Guru. And then the thought of reality is ever present and shining. Kadachit prasade kvachidapi cha saudhe cha dhavale kada kale shaile kvachidapi cha kuleshu saritam kutire dantanam muni janavaranam api vasan munir navyamoham bhajati guru diksha kshatatamaha. Kadachit prasade. At sometimes in the prasada means he's living in a palace. He is a man who may be known in society also. He may be known by the king. He may be known by the prime minister. He may be known by the chief minister. He may be known by the governor or the ministers. He may be their state guest. So he will be enter into their prasada. He will enjoy the facilities of the palace. Kadachit, at sometimes. Kvachit apicha saudhecha davale. Sometimes he may be living in the house of a rich man, very painted, very well whitewashed, beautiful palace, beautiful mansion of a rich man. Saudhecha davale. Kadachit kale shaile. Sometimes he may live in a mountain. He may go to a mountain. Shaile. Kvachidapicha kuleshu saritam. Sometimes he may live in the banks of rivers. He has got no one. Aniketa sthiramatihi aniketaha. The person who is truly blissful, truly enlightened. He is not stuck to one particular place, a home. Aniketaha. Kvachidapicha kuleshu saritam. He may live on river banks or the banks of ponds and lakes, water bodies. Kutire dantanam. He may live in patashalas. He may live in a kutiya, in an ashram, surrounded by danta. Danta means people who are self-controlled, who are controlling their senses and living in a place where people are contemplating on the divine and living a divine life. In a kutira. Kutira is a hut, or it can be a small, it is a hut. It is also a cottage, which is in an ashram, where people gather and live together in a commune to seek the divine by following a particular method of living, of puja, satsanga, seva, sadhana. There is a kutira. Muni jana varanam api vasan. He is living amidst the Muni jana, people who are all contemplators. Varanam, the best among them. Api vasan. He does not entertain any kind of a sorrowful thought, does not come to him because Guru Diksha Shatatamaha. It is not because of all these environments. These environments are conducive to good thinking. It is not because of these environments. He may be living in all this, but he does not have sorrow or misery because his notion of tamas has been busted by the Guru. क्वचित् बालैः सार्धं करतलजतालैश्च हसितैः क्वचित् वै तारुण्याङ्कित चतुरनार्या सह रमन् क्वचित् वृद्धैश्चिन्तां क्वचिदपि तदन्यैश्च विलपन् मुनिर्न व्यामोहं भजति गुरु दीक्षा क्षततमाः. So munirna vyamoham bhajati. The Muni. Why is this line repeated again? This is the most important line. When we attain to a Guru, when we reach the feet of the Guru, we don't have to need to worry about anything because our mind, the thought of I am the body is destroyed by the lotus words of the Guru, by the lotus feet of the Guru. Telivu Guruvin Tirumeni Kandal. When this is a Tirumandiram verse, when you look at the form of the Guru, you will get clarity in your mind. Telivu Guruvin Tirunamam Cheppal. When you chant the words of the Guru, you will get clarity. Telivu Guruvin Tiruvarthe Kettal. When you listen to the words of the Guru, you will get clarity. Telivu Guru Guru Sindittal Kane. When you meditate upon the form of the Guru, you will get clarity. Kvachit Balaihi Sardham. Sometimes he is happy. Karatalaja Talaischa Hasitaihi. Sometimes he is clapping hands and laughing and talking with children. He sings with them. Khate bhi Ram kaho, pite bhi Ram kaho, sote bhi Ram kaho, Ram Ram Ram. Padhte bhi Ram kaho, likhte bhi Ram kaho, sunte bhi Ram kaho, Ram Ram Ram. Khelte bhi Ram kaho, jeete bhi Ram kaho, haate bhi Ram kaho, Ram Ram Ram. Naat bolte bhi Ram kaho, gaate bhi Ram kaho, नाचते भी राम कहो, राम राम राम. हंसते भी राम, बैठते भी राम कहो, उठते भी राम कहो, फिरते भी राम कहो, राम राम राम. हंसते भी राम कहो, रोते भी राम कहो, मरते भी राम कहो, राम राम राम. बोलो राम Ram Ram Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Ram 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 Ram. He may play with children like this. Kadachit Balaihi Sardam Karatalaja Talaihi Sa Hasitaihi, laughing with them. Kvachit Vai Tarunya Kita Chatura Narya Saharaman. Sometimes he is just enjoying life. Basically, beautiful women, handsome young men will come around. They will all entertain themselves with nice conversation with him, talking about world politics, talking about Annamalai, talking about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, talking about the elections, talking about Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, talking about Udaynidhi Stalin, or talking about Chief Minister, and so many things in politics. And he will be talking with them. You will think, oh my God, this man seems to be having the marks of an enlightened being, but he is so political. He is talking so much politics. He is not interested in all this. He is just engaging with the people who are surrounding him. Kvachit Kvachit vai tarunya ankita chatura narya saharamana. Very interesting, very interested and very brilliant women may be there around. And they will be engaging in nice conversations like how to protect this earth, what is this water pollution, air pollution, what to do about this, what is global climate change, and how to protect the Ganga, and how to compost wastes, how to keep the house clean, or how to solve this problem in society. Whatever, it need not be necessarily women only, men also can do that. So men or women who are all surrounded, he will be like Narada will be sitting there. What did you say? There are very beautiful stories about Narada. When he goes to all the devis or wherever he goes, he makes them talk. Basically, he is engaging people, intelligent people with intelligent conversation. That is also possible. Chatura Narya Saharaman. It may seem like as if he is having a very gala time. He is just engaging in conversation with them. There is a very beautiful Subhashitani. Kavya Shastra Vinodena Kalau Gacchati Dhimatam Vyasanena Tu Murkhanam Nidraya Kalahena Cha. Kavya Shastra Vinodena. Kavya means literature. Shastra means the rules, the rule books of the scriptures. Kavya Shastra Vinodena. He's entertaining themselves with these. Kalo Gacchati Dhimata. The wise people spend their time in this manner. Vyasanena tu. Murkhana. Murkha, or people who are all ignorant, they spend their time worrying, or they spend their time in sleep, or they spend their time creating fights between people. So he is a very wise person also. He has also realized the self. Kvachit vrikshai vruddaihi chintam. Sometimes he will be sitting with old people, and one old man might be saying, these youngsters of these days, they don't bother. They just get all the money out of us and they drop us out on the roadside to allowing to fend for ourselves. They don't take care of ourselves. Or even if they put us in some, what is that called, old age home somewhere, they just give the money and they go away and then leave ourselves to ourselves. Or sometimes there may be older people who say, I'm worried that my grandson has to get admission in this college, and then my granddaughter has to get married. Oh, is it so? And then he'll be talking. You can choose this horoscope, that horoscope, this nakshatra will match for your granddaughter. Why don't you find in this way? He will be giving advice to them and talking to them on all these subjects. It doesn't matter what he's talking, because at all time, in the background of his mind, he knows I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this intellect. All the methods that we do, all the chanting, I am not the body, this body is not mine, I am not the intellect is not mine, I am that I am that I am, soham, 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 shivoham. This is a song by Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj. So we sing all this, we practice all this to be in that state of this enlightened being. Fake it until we make it. So we have not made it, so till the time we need not fake it. We can practice it. Kvachit vruddaihi chintam. So we can practice all this. Sadhakasya, siddhasya sadhanani, the achievements of a siddha is the sadhana for a sadhaka. The siddhasya lakshanani, sadhakasya sadhanani. Siddhasya lakshana. These are all the achievements of a siddha. For us, it can become our sadhana. So how do we derive sadhana out of this? When we are with children, play with children, teach them something good, or listen to their stories, listen to their anxieties, listen to their worries, and engage with them, enjoy with them. When you see young people, talk with them well, engage with them in a very genuine manner, and listen to their stories, appreciate them, encourage them to do good work, to do great work. And then when you are engaged with older people around you, they may have their worries. Patiently listen to their worries, talk to them, and help them in whatever way they want to do. Kvachidapi tad anyaischa vilapanna. So, and lamenting with others, and then suppose they say, this world is going to dogs these days. Yeah, he doesn't say, no, 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 no. You don't know. That day I saw a very nice man. He is very good only. Only it is your prarabdha you are engaging like this. Not judging what they say and putting them down, but just engaging with them, being with them, experiencing the suffering with them, and lamenting along with them, appreciating them, or just going with the flow of the conversation. That's what it means. Kada dhyanabhyasaihi क्वचिदपि सपर्यां विकसितैः सुगन्धैः सत्पुष्पैः क्वचिदपि दलैरेव विमलैः प्रकुर्वन् देवस्य प्रमुदितमनाः संस्तुतिं परो मुनिर्न व्यामोहं भजति गुरुदीक्षा क्षततमाहम्. So Muni, the Mananashilavan, the one who is constantly contemplating, has got his thought of I am the body destroyed by the Diksha from the Guru. Have I left a verse now? Diksha from the Guru. So how does he spend his time? Kada dhyana abhyasai. He is not meditating to realize. He is meditating out of the state of realization. In the state of realization, he is just spending his time in meditation. He is being with that self. Kvachidapi sapariyam vikasitaihi. Sometimes he is in meditation. He is just being cheerful. He is being very humorous. He is being very light-hearted. He is expressing himself in a very cheerful manner, maybe cracking jokes and laughing also sometimes. Sometimes what does he do? Or he can even see YouTube channels and enjoy some light-hearted humor. It's like no harm in spending time in a good way. Sugandhaihi pushpaihi sat pushpaihi pachidapi dalairiva vimalaihi. Sometimes he may take beautiful flowers and or leaves and offer them to the Lord. Prakurvanna devasya pramudita manaha. With a cheerful mind, he can offer flowers to the Lord. Or he can even go temples or to Tirtha Yatras and take darshan of different Bhagwan. Why do people who are enlightened, who know the self, still go after Tirtha Yatras, still want to worship Bhagwan? Itham bhuta guno harihi. Because that is the nature of God. The nature of God is, he is very attractive. He is, the presence of the divine is very beautiful. So they spend their time in worship with flowers and leaves. But Stuti Paro, he also chants shlokas, Lalita Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama, glorifying the Lord. He doesn't need to do it. He is not doing it because he needs to do it. He is doing it out of fulfillment within. Munir navyamoham bhajati. Then what happens? So there is a lot of time left. And what to do? Many interesting things can be done. Shivaya Shambhorva Kvachidapi cha Vishnorapi Kadam Ganadhyakshasyapi Prakata Tapanasyapi cha Kada Pathan Vainamalim Nayana Rachitananda Salilo Munir Navyamoham Bhajati Guru Diksha Chatatamaham. Shivayaha Shambhoho va. Kvachidapi cha Vishnorapi kada. Sometimes he might think about Lord Shiva or Shambhu, his form as the one who blesses everybody, Shambho. Or sometimes Vishnu, he can think about Bhagavan Shri Vishnu, Ganadhyakshasyapi, or he can think about Ganapati, that son of Lord Shiva, who is the chief of the Ganas of the army. Prakata Tapanasyapi, or he can think about Surya Bhagavan, Surya, who is heating this world up all the time. Chakada. Patanmai Namalim. He can chant the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, the 1,000 names of the goddess. Namalim. Nayana Rachita Nanda Salilaha. He can pray to the, his eyes are filled with tears of joy. He can shed tears of joy, chanting the name of Bhagavan, having the darshan of Bhagavan in temples, and thinking about the glories of Bhagavan, studying the stories of Bhagavan, offering puja to Bhagavan. He can be immersed in that, but he doesn't get immersed in delusion because Munir na vyamoham bhajati, his mind has been destroyed of the thought that I am the body by the diksha from the Guru. Kada ganga bhobhihi kvachidapi cha kupothita jalaihi kvachit kasarothaihi kvachidapi sat gunaischa shishiraihi bhajan snanair क्वचिदपि च कर्पूरनिभयां मुनिर्नव्यामोहं भजति गुरुदीक्षाक्षततमाः कदा गङ्गाभोभिः क्वचिदपि च कूपोत्थितजलैः क्वचित् कासार उत्थैः क्वचिदपि सदुष्णैश्च शिशिरैः. Sometimes he can bathe in the waters of the Ganga. Sometimes he can bathe in the water of the well. Sometimes he will bathe in the lake, waters of the lake. Sometimes he will bathe with hot water. Sometimes he will bathe with cold water. So what do you say? We also bathe every day. And what are you talking about? The Muni is bathing. So what? We can also bathe in the Ganga. We can also bathe in hot water. We also bathe in cold water. We also bathe from the lake. We also bathe from the river. We also do all this. But it doesn't matter. We do it because we are compelled to do it in some circumstances. But for him, it doesn't matter whether he bathes or whether he bathes not, or where he goes and bathes, in what manner he is taking water. It doesn't matter. It is not the pure Ganga or the hot water or cold water. Whatever is there, he can live a life in that manner. The body is tuned into all different kinds of experiences, and he has transcended all the experiences of I want this, I don't want this, good and bad, everything. Bhajan snanaihi bhutya kvachidapi cha karpura nibhaya. Sometimes he will smear his body with camphor, with ashes, like Bhagavan Shiva. He will Shivam bhutva Shivam Yajet, like the Aghori Babas who can smear their body with ashes, but Karpura Nibhaya, and pray with camphor, show light in camphor, and purify the atmosphere with camphor. But Muni, he can do all this, but he does not. He is doing all this means he is interacting with the body, he is interacting with the world, he is interacting with the feelings and emotions. He is interacting with Shastras. He is interacting with everything, but he does not get deluded by all this. He knows that I am the true self. Munir na vyamoham bhajati. That manana shilavan, that contemplator, Na vyamoham bhajati. He does not have any delusion that he is the knower of the truth. He is the self that he knows and realizes. So with this, maybe we'll look into this tomorrow, the remaining 8 verses of Jeevanmuktanandalahari. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadeva. Hari Om.